it's your boy. That horror movies are not as scary as they used to be. I mean, it's just kind of how it is, though. I mean, with everybody going around just being like, oh, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, chances are I'm just saying horror movies have not been, you know, starting out very good with the way things have been going. I mean, chances is that with the way things have been going, I mean, with the way people been making horror films to be a particular type of joke, there's been, you know, there's been like a lot I mean, I just want to say that with everybody going around saying, oh, well, horror films are no, like, oh, well, why don't we just go around making jokes about, you know, said, you know, oh, I don't know, just the whole thing about making jokes about, oh, horror films. Like, come on, man. I'm just sick and tired of seeing, oh, you know, seeing horror films being made out to be a joke and shit. Like, I mean, I just want to say, I'm just sick and tired of every single thing being, you know, oh, well, why don't we just have said, you know, horror films being made out to be a laughing stock? Like, how you gonna go and just be like, oh, well, why don't we just have, like make these slasher film villains that were feared for generations out to be a laughing stock, and it's just so stupid. And I'm just saying, if we don't want, you know, basically I'm just tired of things being, you know, the way they are, with the way people's been making jokes about horror films. I mean, you had your Chuckies, your Michael Myers, your Freddy Kruegers, your Jason Voorheeses, your Tiffany's, your Victors, your Leatherfaces, your Ghostfaces, your Tall Mans, your Maniac Cops. You had all of them, and they were characters that you took seriously as a major threat to the main characters. But you don't see I mean, I'm just at a loss to have my own generations, you know, basically my own generations, you know, I mean, I'm just tired of every living single fucking movie that is a horror movie being made a fucking joke. You had Pennywise back in the early 90s that scared the shit out of most kids. You had all kinds of shit about horror movies. You had all kinds of horror movies back then that were taken seriously as a fucking art form that scared the dog shit out of people. And I'm just saying, it's just sad. It's just honestly sad that we have a cuspiary bullshit going on with the horror movie industry being made out to be a joke. All because a lot of these newer horror films like Get Out and Don't Breathe, all this stupid shit, that's been coming out of of the horror genre. You know, the horror genre. I mean, chances are a lot of people.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Securing A.
I mean, I'm just saying.
A secure.
I mean, how are you gonna go and just say, oh, I mean, I just want horror movies to be treated with the respect that that art form deserves.
Securing B.
But
Friendly counter UAV. Bravo locked down.
I mean, chances are, I just want, you know, people to start taking horror films to become serious. I mean, chances are, I just want, you know, horror films be, you know, taken just as seriously as they were back in the day. Like, what the fuck?
Friendly Talon in your AO. Losing Charlie. All locations secure.
I mean,
Lost C. Enemy has B. UAV inbound. Securing B.
I mean, chances are, I just want horror films to be, you know, going back to their, you know, like, glory days and stuff. I mean, chances are I just want, you know, horror films to be taken just as seriously. And with all of that being going on, everybody knows that if you're gonna make horror films, you know, making horror films and just releasing them on the day of the very screenings, it used to be that way. I mean, I just want things to, you know, just be the way that they're supposed to be with horror films. How hard is that? Like, you don't understand how bad it is to have, you know, a lot of our horror film industry being, you know, the way it is, or the way it's been going. I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, you can't even fucking have a good horror film anymore. Like, no, fuck you, the fans, for wanting to have a horror film that's, you know, far far respected than anything else. And that's kind of like how things have been going.